Iniba, and thank you so much for tuning into Halo Halo, the show where we spotlight our very own APA talent. Joining us today is singer-songwriter Peter Su, who decided to take his music career full-time just 4 years ago and is coming out with his debut album next month. Here to tell us more, Peter Su. Welcome, Peter.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. Now, before we get into your music career, I understand that you went to Berkeley and was working in finance.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Goldman Sachs?
Yeah.
What made you decide to move back into music? Because I know you've grown up loving it.
I think it was, music's always been my first love, and I like business.
Yeah.
But finally getting that dream job at Goldman Sachs that I worked, like, it was everything in college, and I finally got it, and then it was like, oh, like, it never ends, this blind ambition.
Right.
So I should do something I love.
You know? It's definitely
and it was always music,
right?
yeah.
I hear that there's something spiritual about it too for you when you perform, and right?
Yeah, I think it's that connection to other people. Like, music is, I feel like, one of the purest ways to really connect from, like, you to someone else.
That's so true.
Versus like a presentation to like a board or something. You know? Music is direct, and it's also connection. I feel like whatever you want to call it, like God or universal consciousness, it's just that connection is, I feel like it's the medium for me where I feel that connection the strongest.
Yeah. What kind of message, or are you still trying to decide what kind of message you want to bring through your music?
Yeah, I would say just from writing all these songs and playing, I'm honing in on what my music's about, and I would say it's really to be a source of unconditional love.
Yeah.
So if someone, like when I listen to Brian Wilson or the Beach Boys, it's, and I feel like crap, in my room or Surfer Girl will just make me feel better, because, you know, everybody can always relate to, whether it's the melodies or the lyrics or the story, you're like, oh, thank you, you understand me, someone's listening to me.
Right.
And I feel heard and understood. So that's what I'd like my music to be for some people too.
What gets you the most? Is it the melody? Is it the lyrics? Or is it all?
I think it's both, but I would say the melody catches me first.
It does.
Like beautiful music, the kind like, I heard like Jake Shimabukuro play ukulele live.
He is amazing on that ukulele.
And for an hour, you're just getting chills.
Yeah, like how does he do that?
Chills, no voice.
Yeah.
And then I'll hear like an amazing singer, and then just like, chills. Or I'll hear someone with amazing lyrics, like every word out of their mouth is like poetic.
That's how I feel your songs are. It's very poetic. Like
yeah,
Into the Sea.
thank you.
I'm like, wow.
I really appreciate that, yeah.
When you were working on your album that's coming out next month, you wrote, what is it, over 80 songs?
Over 80 songs,
over
yeah, a lot
80
of songs.
What was that? Was it just you forcing yourself to do it, or it just came naturally?
I'd say it's a mix of both, but it was probably like 70% forcing it. Like 1 month September I did 30 songs in 30 days with a friend, and then in February I did February album writing month, where you write and demo was 14 songs in the month of February.
Wow.
And then I did a weekly song with my friend after that, and then so you finally get to 80 songs, and then after that creative like spurt, you're like, oh yeah, this one's actually pretty good. Okay, like 8 of these actually fit together somehow, because it's like a subconscious like dream that finally links up. Yeah, and it makes sense.
It all makes sense, right? It tells a story.
Yeah.
Is that how Lions on the Beach is, your upcoming album? So is there a theme?
I would say the big theme is dreams.
Dreams.
Yeah.
Follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams. It's the songs are kind of all like there's a lot of longing in a lot of them. There's a lot of searching. Whether it's for romantic love or spiritual love or love for yourself. And those are kind of dreams that are unfulfilled, but it's about, I think the last song, Into the Sea, is about finally going out and taking that step to go for them. Yeah.
How long did it take for you to write Into the Sea? Do you remember?
I
know it was 80
I remember
songs.
Specifically, I was in K-Town, and I was at this coffee shop that I think Tom Tom's, and I got home at like 1 a.m. so I'm a vampire, and I still haven't written my weekly song. So I drove to my lockout in Glacel Park, and I was like, oh, I need to send Steven a song. I haven't sent him a song yet. And I was really tired and felt so bad. When you do that, and I usually play major chordy songs, happy songs, and I was like, oh. And I was reading a lot of Leonard Cohen's poetry. And
that's where
and then
came.
And I had this one line, I whispered your name like a proverb. And that came to me when I was like laying in bed reading Leonard's poetry. And then I'm like, oh, that's a good one, I'll write it down.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay. So fast forward to that Sunday, I was like, okay, I needed to write a song. And there's this like 40-minute tape of me just mumbling stuff until starting with I whispered your name like a proverb, and it becomes that.
Peter, I saw your video that you did with Olivia Tai for your song Vicious Cycle.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about that. How'd you two get together?
So we met through the Songwriting School of LA. So both of us are really focused on our craft of songwriting. So we met that way, and then we got to know each other through the great mic, and then we're like, hey, let's co-write. And we were talking about it for a couple of months actually, and then we finally did it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that song was definitely a sweet, really good collaboration.
Yeah.
Because as Olivia came in, we were just talking about what we were both feeling, and then she had this one idea of like a vicious cycle, and then we kind of just kept spinning it and spinning it,
exactly.
adding the music, the melody, and then now it's the baby has birthed itself. Yeah.
Yes, and you guys are recording the music video for it.
Yeah, we just shot the video last night. Yeah.
And then
on our YouTube.
Is Vicious Cycle going to be available on Lions on the Beach?
No, that one is going to be for now a YouTube video.
Okay.
And we will see how that baby grows.
Okay, so we'll be following you on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
For that video. Okay. I can't wait to have you perform it here on this show, but we're going to take a quick break. But before we do, I want to know more info on your album, Lions on the Beach, for people that want to get it, because I know it's being released next month. Where do we go? What do we do?
So the best way to experience it is, if you're in LA on Friday, March 4th, I'll be playing at Hotel Cafe.
Nice.
9 p.m. And otherwise, go to www.petersumusic.com.
Okay.
And that'll give you all the links to Bandcamp, iTunes, Spotify.
SoundCloud, everything, right? Thank you so much, Peter. A pleasure having you here
today.
Thank you. Again, for more information on Peter and to grab his album Lions on the Beach, be sure to check out his website at petersumusic.com. Time for a quick break, but don't go anywhere because Peter performs one of his singles after the break.